Welcome back. Now, Chris, we've had people here who studied mechanical engineering who turned out to be comedians. Some studied banking and finance and turned out to be musicians. I mean, they study one thing, they be another thing. Some study geography and they're TV anchors. So tell us, you studied music.
I did, music.
Why did you study music? Is it because of that?
Yeah,
you said you saw?
The passion was hot and still is, you know, and I just thought that it's proper that I get education in line with my passion, you know, instead of having to go through this route and eventually still end up doing the music, you know. So I went straight for music.
Was your father alive when you studied music?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
Would he have let you study?
I'm sure he would have. He would have, because God blessed me with very supportive parents. My mother was the very first person that bought me a Walkman when I told her that I wanted to go into music full time. It was Walkman at the time, you know.
Cassette player.
Yeah, the cassette player. You know, she was the one that got me a Walkman and a big earphone. It wasn't in vogue then. Now, yet big earphones is not just for DJs anymore. You know, got me that, so I could listen to music and concentrate without the interference of noise and all of that. And, you know, so I think that I would still have gotten his permission if he was alive.
Is music in your family?
Yes, my mother was a member of the choir. I think that she introduced me to music.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
At the age of 9, she would always take me along for choir rehearsals, you know, and somehow from there.
Who else sings in your family?
All my sisters do, but not professionally.
Okay.
So I'm the only one that does this professionally.
Okay.
Yes.
And has it been fulfilling?
It has been, especially when you get feedbacks of the impact of your music on people, you know, in the lives of people. I think that there's really nothing greater than that.
Let's look at this video. Power Belongs to You. We'll come back and talk about it as we sign out.
Okay.
Okay, that video that has a woman there running, begging on doors and all that. What was the story behind it?
It was a story of a woman that had a sick child, almost at the point of death, you know, and she had tried everything possible within her powers to you know, cater for the child, you know, and all of that, and but she couldn't, you know, because the situation got worse. You know, and eventually the child died. You know, where they were still able to rush the child to the hospital. And upon arrival at the hospital, the doctor confirmed that the child was dead. And at this point, she knew that, look, I have exhausted every means that I know. Now it is time to turn to God. But that's not saying that God should always be the last resort. You know, most times we really don't have to wait to go through all of these other processes. We could turn to God straight from the very beginning, you know, and get it right. But then the situation in the video, you know, is the fact that she allowed all of that to linger, and at the end of the day, but God is always on time anyway. He will always make a way.
Okay, so wind out. We talked about people taking singing as a profession, and you're a musician, a professional at that. So if you had a word for those out there and those who are seeking to go into music, what would it be?
Once that is identified, that this is the line that you want to you will have to take it seriously and get the right education in that direction. You know, because we are all products of information. Your success is going to be determined by how much of information you have in your chosen field. You know, so it's important that you go after information. You know, because that's what's going to separate the boys from the men.
Indeed.
Eventually.
Indeed. Chris, Shalom, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
All the best. Well, thank you at home for letting us be a part of your Saturday morning. We hope to bring you a fresh, nice and hot edition next Saturday. I'm Alera Edu.
I'm Nell Taibe. Remember, information is key. Get information, get wisdom, love yourself, love your neighbor, and have yourself a fantastic week.
And Baraka de Sala. Have a happy holiday.
Bye-bye.